Have you wondered what the absolute best companions are in Bannerlord? Are you trying to have the best Bannerlord playthrough with the best, most overpowered, and just best companions in every single category possible? Well, no need to fear, I got the tutorial for you. In this tutorial, I will be going over all the companion categories in the game, such as smithing, surgeons, like doctors, medics, quartermasters, and all those companions categories. And I will be going over the best companion surnames, such as long knife right here, in each and every single one category. So you won't have to worry about choosing out of these, say these three companions, which one is the absolute best, even though they all look the absolute same. You won't have any fear knowing what to choose anymore once you're finished watching this guide, so let's just hop right into this guide. Most recently, in one of the most recent patches, a bunch of new companion types were added to the game. So this brings like a whole new bunch of new companion categories that we can only expect to be added onto by Tailworlds. And there are a total of 8 categories for companions. But first, let me just go over how you can tell what a companion is by their name. So you have the Mad, the Hills, the Curse, Swift, Hawk, Red, Iron Eye, Willowbark, Wrong, She-Wolf, Frostbird, the Loud, Surgeon. You have all those different surnames, and that's how you actually tell what a companion is good at, because from my experience, I believe the names of each and every single companion on the Wanderer list, they're just keep in mind an encyclopedia, which you get from pressing N, by the way. It's immensely helpful. I highly recommend you use it. But from the encyclopedia, you go into Heroes, scroll down, select Wanderer. That will give you a list of all the companions that there is or generated, but some may not actually exist quite yet, but a lot do. But basically, you just tell by their surname, which is their last name, like the Mad, the Hills, the Curse, like I said. That gives you what profession they are and what they are good at. And with this, there are like 8 different categories for companions. They are smiths, scouts, tacticians, rogues, medics, engineers, ones with trading and stewardship and charm, and then there are just flat out plain warriors. And those are the total companion categories. Now let me go over each individual category and which last names cover those categories. So far, for the Smith category, there is only one name for that, and it is literally just, the Smith. It is really just the Smith category, although I think the Iron Eye and Iron Belly may actually be part of that, but so far it's just the Smith category. And now there are also the Scouts category. These are Of the Waste, Of the Hills, Horse Thief, Of the Brotherhood, Frostbeard, the Wanderer, Blacktooth, Horse Thief, and the Ragged, Cow Thief, and the Alone, the Fish, and the Scholar, which will most notably be Azurai. Then we have Tacticians. These are the Falcon, the Golden, the Silent, the Brave, the Outcast, and the Lucky. All those surnames are going to be tacticians. And then the next category we have is rogues. All the surnames for that are going to be the Prince, the Hyena, and the Leopardess, the Butcher, the Shark, Long Knife, the Cursed, and the Mad, and the Robber. Those are all the surnames for rogue. And then you have 3 surnames for the medic, which is the Surgeon, the Healer, and Willowbark. And now you have 4 different engineer surnames. You have the Engineer, the Knowing, and the Wainwright, and then you have the Scholar, and those are your engineers. And then the ones that are a mixed variety of things, you have Bitterdraught, the Swift, the Spice Vendor, which is most notably for trading and stewardship, the Black, and the Wanderer. Those are the notable ones for that. And then you have the warrior templates. These are the Swordsman, Iron Belly, the Followerless, the Grey Falcon, Coalbiter, the Bull, the Shield Maiden, the Loud, Fairhair, the Boar, the Wanderer, Iron Eye, the Grizzle, the Wrong, Barrel Chest, Break Skull, the Black, the Hawk, the She-Wolf, the Wrong, of the Hills, Blood Axe, of the Company, and the Wronged. And those are all the warrior surnames. Okay, so now let me go over the best in each category. So far, the Smith has 60 smithing, 90, 140, and 80, which is 90 one-handed, 140 two-handed, and 80 pole arm, with 55 bow and 60 throwing, and 60 for riding and athletics. And since there's only the Smith category for that, that is the best, obviously the best Smith you can possibly get within the game. And now let's go to the Scouts template. I believe that the best one is probably going to be of the Waste for the Scouts. Let's see if we can find that. Or I might not be in this save, but otherwise, of the Waste is going to be your best scout possible. They are going to have 140 scouting, 180 one-handed, two-handed, and pole arm, with 150 bow and 120 in both crossbow and throwing. And keep in mind, all these numbers are for each their individual skills, and their athletics and mobility are both going to be a solid 120 and 120, and that is going to be of the Waste, which is the best scout you can possibly get. Then finally, or not finally, but next we have Tacticians. The best is going to be the Falcon, like Ilge the Grey Falcon. Like, he's going to be one of the best. They're going to have 100 tactics, 180 one-handed, two-handed, and pole arm, 150 bow, and 120 in both crossbow and throwing. And he's going to also have 120 in mobility, riding, and athletics. Next up, we have the Rogue templates. So far, the Prince is the absolute best rogue you can get within the game. It has 140 roguery, which is by far the best, and it's just going to have 150 in each melee category, one-handed, two-handed, and polearm, and it's going to have 125 in bow and 100 in crossbow and throwing, and they are going to have 100 in riding. This is going to be the best stats overall if you're specializing in rogue. Next, we have the medics, and the best one is going to be the newest one that was recently added, which is the surgeon. They have 80 medicine, but their stats are pretty otherwise lackluster, but still better than or just about the same as all the other ones, but they definitely do have the best medicine stat within the game. And then finally, we have the engineers. Straight up, the engineer is pretty basic. Is literally the engineer. The surname, the engineer, is by far the best engineering you can get. They have 80 engineering, 120 in every melee category. This is skills, keep in mind. 100 in bow and 80-80 crossbow and throwing. And you also have an 80-80 in riding and athletics. So basically, these are all the best stat-wise. And the best stat-wise within the versatile companions, or the wandering, or like the mixed companions, as I like to say it, is probably going to be the Spice Vendor, because you have 100 trading and 100 stewardship specialization, which will immensely help you when you're trying to trade. And also, he has some of the best melee stats out of the mixed companions, which are 120 melee, 120 one-handed, two-handed, polearm, etc. Keep in mind, sorry about lack of showing you things, but I'm just trying to tell you all the information you can possibly get. But anyways, so next up, he has 100 in bow, 80-80 crossbow and throwing, and then mobility you have an 80 and an 80. And then in the warrior templates, I believe the Swordsman is the absolute best warrior you can possibly get within the game, although Iron Belly is also really good, which I'll show you right here. Iron Belly is one of the best companions, but the Swordsman has better stats overall, with an immensely powerful 270 in every melee category, 225 bow, and 180 in both crossbow and throwing. And his riding and athletics, nothing even comes close. It's 180 in every category. These all have the best absolute stats per person within the game. And spouses could also be considered companions, but I've already made a tutorial on that, on the best woman to marry in the game. I compiled all their stats, and there's a nice little image there in the video in my Discord as well that you can go and check out. But sorry for the lack of views, but these are the absolute best people you can get within the game, and although they are not necessarily in my save, they are out there. I can in fact prove that they are out there. And I do find that if you find these best companions, they are immensely worthwhile to have inside your party, because their stats are the absolute best, and they are the biggest bang for your buck. And they are basically your super soldiers, your Captain Americas of Bannerlord. Like, you fight so much harder, and like, they'll be such better fighters, such better at every single specialization they do. They will help you in everything you do. And I highly recommend you get the highest scout, surgeon, and engineer. I do recommend all of that, because those are things you can assign to your clan party that will help improve your party. And that is one of the best things that you can do, and one of the most effective methods you can do just to improve your party. And I really do think that quartermaster, you should definitely be your own quartermaster though. Like, here, let me just go into the clan tab real quick. Like, for example, you can assign them the scout, the engineer, and the surgeon, exactly like you said, and quartermaster. Always make yourself the quartermaster, because you want to get your stewardship as high as you possibly can. But if you have a scout, it helps so much, and you don't have to worry about leveling up your scouting skill, which is probably going to be garbage, and you're not even going to put that much time into leveling it up anyways. Engineer, which is extremely hard to level up and even get high levels in the first place, because you basically just have to build a ton of siege machines. And then surgeons, I mean, healing, oh my goodness, it takes so much time to level up your healing. Like, it's not even worth it. Just get the surgeon and he'll level up over time, just being part of your party, instead of you having to dedicate specific time into it. But anyways, that's all I have to say. That's all the tips I have, like, regarding companions. Well, not all of them, but that is just the best stats possible I can find for every single companion. And I really wanted to shout out the user, what's his name? User Escapeware on Mountain Blade, because he made this really good Reddit article, which I'm getting the most of my information from regarding all of this, and I just wanted to post this to get that out there. Make sure you go show him some love on Reddit, upvote his stuff, keep that upvoted, and just make sure you really give him the credit for this. Without this, I wouldn't have all this information, and I wouldn't be able to, like, contribute this and present all of this to you. So thank you once again to user Escapeware on Reddit, and go check it out in the Mountain Blade Reddit. It should be in the hot section, so I'm going to link it in the description below, so no need to worry. I'll also put a link in the Bannerlord resources tab in my Discord, so if you want to check out that in my Discord tab, I highly recommend that. But anyways, thank you to all of you for watching the video. I highly appreciate you watching it. I have had the biggest period of growth on my channel, and I couldn't enjoy it more. We're just about to surpass one of my competitors' Discords in member size, and I would love to pass them in subscribers. So, and all the subscriptions really help me beat this dude. I really appreciate it. But I wanted to once again just personally thank you guys for watching this video. Highly appreciate it. You give me motivation to keep on going and keep doing this for y'all. It makes it so much more fun, and I'm on my way to 1,000 subscribers, which is my goal, and I know I'll do it soon if you guys keep it up. Thank you guys for watching. This has been DroBlue.